And another Tuesday has been entered, and I don't know what screen I want on today, but today is Creators of the Doughnut Day, everyone. Woohoo! Let's all hear the claps. There we go. Everyone doing the golf clap. Welcome, everyone, to Creators of the Doughnut Table. I am your host, Quack. I'm a panda. And as well, before we even get into this, a hype train has started because probably the three most dedicated people to Stream Seed ever. First of all, Mrs. Quack Panda, 22 months resub. Golf clap, golf clap. And then, of course,
the best Quack.
Well, it's debatable because the next one is the I can never say his name. Quack, I'm a panda. KFC funded added to. Hell yes, the KFC fund. And of course, Ross to sue or something, whatever. Yes, welcome everyone. Today we are going to be talking about what looks good. But of course, what does look good is these three handsome gentlemen. First of all, let's talk about our co-host of the time of the day. It's Gaming Loft.
Yes, it's me. Hello, everybody. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm not taking back the fact that you used the word handsome and gentleman. And it's like, how can you describe yourself as either one of those? I mean, Ross is pure man. But I'm clearly not handsome. I'm old, but yeah.
The only thing Ross is pure jammy Dodgers.
Pure H2O as well.
Do you know, the thing is, right? He's literally just water. He is nothing but water. Doesn't have blood. Yeah, he just has water.
I was gonna say, they say the human body is like a massive percent, it's like something like 27% water, and Ross is like, what? Those are low numbers, bro.
Yeah,
I'm at least 82%.
Anyway, right, hang on, because Lofty's a bit quiet, so we're gonna whap up Lofty a little bit. I should really. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's a bit better.
There we go.
Yes. So Loft, you're well. Yes.
I am, sir. I am.
Are you covered in any electrical tape this week?
No electrical tape this year. I'm not saying nails this week, but I am a little bit muddy though because I did get tackled today.
Okie dokie.
That made you go down.
No. Wait, I don't want to put context to that. I want to leave it like that. So for anybody in the chat, if you want to know why he's muddy, just Google in a couple of days' time. But let's talk about today. Let's talk about what looks good. But let's talk about the best looking thing on Stream Seed's team. It's Ross.
I never thought I'd receive a compliment to that degree. But I gotta take it.
You're a guest.
I was gonna say you've got to own it, Ross. You know what I mean? So keep hold of that and hold it and put it in a little box. So if he ever comes back with any horribleness, you just say, "Well, this one time you did actually give me a compliment."
This VOD goes on YouTube. Like,
there we go.
It's immortalized forever in a couple of days. So he can't get away from that. But thanks for having me. It's been. How long has it been since I last was last on the table?
So the last time you were on the table was September the 10th, because I literally just looked. It was me, you, and Tourette's.
Jeebus. Half a year.
You have not been on anything since September. What have you been doing with your time, Ross, while you've been gone? We will introduce you in a second, but what have you been doing with your time?
Working. Yeah. I've been working in every possible aspect. Personal work has just sucked ass. No one wants to work. We've been going to events, and even then, it's just been work. You know, Leon gets to just mooch around, have a drink here or there. I'll do the real work, and I'll bring it home and do more work. So that's our dynamic.
Yeah. So, as we've said, I'm Quack, the host. We got the co-host of Lofty, but Ross. Normally I would go, "Who are you?" But everyone knows who you are. But just for the like three people who don't know who you are or have never necessarily seen your face. Who are you? Tell the people who you are.
God, who am I? I'm Ross Chesu. I am the Chief Operations Officer for StreamSeed. That's a big leap. I'm no longer in the sphere of creation, even though I do most of the creation anyway, because I do love editing. And fixing things like the podcast that we do that's active every other fortnight after our tables. most of my time now is trying to plan us to events, getting our cast team, such as yes, Quack and Lofty, as well as Atomic, who's a part of our cast team, to do live events as of when they turn up. We don't have a lot of live events in the UK, so my job is currently quite limited at the moment. But there's so many things coming up this year. It's going to make heads spin. Mainly mine, because no one wants to edit. So if you're an editor or no one wants to edit, hit me up, because I could take a duty from you. I'd be pretty sick.
It would.
So, well, firstly, congratulations on the promotion, dude. You know, what I mean, I didn't see any memos of the change management. So, I mean, we need to have a chat with the operating officer about the fact that we need to get some change management memos coming.
Blame Leon.
So the staff, so as the team actually, so we know that we've got a change in the team. I mean, I've got to answer to this guy. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? Very good point that you pointed to, essentially me, even though I know you just pointed to a wall.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, I pointed to Spider-Man. So.
So you answered to Spider-Man. To be fair, most of us would answer to Spider-Man. Anyway, so yes, we are talking about what is good, what looks good. So we're going to cover a wide variety of what we feel looks good. But I am going to put a disclaimer out there. We, by all means, are not picking on one specific person. I'm pretty sure during these conversations, we would have a person in mind. But we're not picking on anyone specifically about what we feel looks good or what not. But what's the thing Ross used to say many years ago is, we're not professionals. And we're not, but I have worked out that we have, collectively between the three of us, have over 2 decades worth of experience. So we know what looks bad, but we also know what looks good. Because obviously, like, I've been doing this about 4 years, Lofty's been doing this 5 years, and Ross has been doing this he's been doing this for about 30 years, is it? I think that's what we worked out as.
Yeah, I was going to say, we talked about this on before the stream, didn't we? The fact that Ross literally came out holding a camera and a headset.
Yeah,
and
I
then
don't my birth.
Live streaming his birth as he comes out, shouting, "Get good, noob!"
Yeah, when Ross was born, which was live stream, it's on YouTube somewhere. It was just the first thing he just came out and went, "Oh." Do you know what?
Came out and went, "Oh."
Do you know what?
First word was,
Harvey Price of the Who'll What a Day is nothing on a Ross, because when he was born, it was, "Oh, what a day."
I do think it was words. It was, oh, and I was like,
to be fair,
it was like, yeah, big shout out to Mama Ross for my first sub. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the awesome support.
Yeah. And then his mother subscribes to him. It's about 10 minutes later. Anyway, so we've talked about, we've introduced ourselves. Let's get into the meat of things. So the first thing that I want to discuss, and because Ross, like you say, you've been in this, legitimately, we worked this out. You've been in this creating sphere since 2011, did we say?
March 2011. So, yeah, well, this is now another anniversary on top of that. So, yeah, 14 years.
14 years.
You know what I mean? You got to give him a clap for that. You know what I mean? And I'm not, I mean, a genuine clap. You know what I mean? Because I saw someone post the other day, Ross, that the average creator is maybe 2 years, and then they're done because either there'd be burnout or that. But to be to be continuously, whether it be in front of the camera like you used to be as a content creator, all the way through to doing what you do now, with all the work with StreamSeed and all the events and stuff. You know what I mean? That's got to take some dedication.
And I've hated every year, so I'm a glutton for punishment, and this is where I'm at.
Is it because you don't have an office yet? Is that why you hate it?
I've given up on the office stream, Loft. I will be honest. If I keep fighting it, it's like when you're a child and you want to have your Christmas present early, and your parents would say, if you keep asking, you're not going to have it. And that's what I've done. I've punished myself for being too eager, and Leon has banned my dream of an office.
Oh, yeah, okay. It is like asking for a Christmas present, but unfortunately, you've been asking since March can I have my Christmas present now?
I've asked since 2011.
Yeah.
Can I have an office, please?
Okay, so I'm going to ask both of you the questions, but Ross and Loft, straight yes or no answers. Are you, do you watch many streams when not streaming yourself?
Yes.
Both yeses. Okay.
I don't think he was expecting that. I think he was expecting you to say no because I'm too busy.
I was expecting no from somebody, but I just
Oh,
didn't
it
know.
was
It's always on. Okay, maybe not receptively watching a stream where I'm glued to what's happening. It is there. I am conscious of it being there on the side.
Yeah, you mean and the same with me. I might be doing something, but I'll always have something, and you because you're always looking for that you're always looking for. I mean, as a creator, you're always looking for that inspiration. You're always looking for what can I do to improve? What can I as the table? What can I do to make me look good?
Yeah.
I mean, so. Anyway, and we talked about this before, with the fact that we use other people with inspiration and things like that. But yeah, no.
So I'll explain what I mean first, because we'll start things off on a good note. Gives you two time to think of an answer. So my question is to both of you of, when you're watching anybody's stream, we'll start off on a positive note of, when you watch them, what was the last thing you've seen when you watch someone and you went, oh, that's really good. That's nice, that is. Now, I'll explain what I mean. So, when I watch a stream, I love people being interactive in an aspect of the stream. I love when a stream starts and there's something a bit more fun to do, because when you're waiting on a starting soon screen, it is crap. Especially if you don't have a countdown timer. The longest I've ever seen is a 15-minute starting soon screen. If it's more than 5 minutes, right? Get a grip, right? Even if it's go.
I will take your 15 minutes, and I will take you to over an hour. I've seen a starting soon screen of over an hour.
See, that's just
and it's not. There's not even music or anything. You mean there is stuff happening, but in an hour.
Yeah, no, that means you're just not ready for your stream. But yeah, so like I changed my setup quite a lot. So, and I've recently changed my starting zone screen, because it used to be just a repeating like GIF going or image thing. But now I've changed it to my camera, so it's very blurred, so you can still see what I'm doing I'm there, because then when the timer comes down, right, he's ready to go. I used to have my mic on so I could talk to people while I'm doing it, but then someone very very wisely pointed out, when I've got I got 45 seconds left, I'm just like, right, here we go, watch the timer, and I'm just talking to the chat. They're like, just put your camera on, because there's no difference. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of a good point, actually. So I've stopped doing that now. So now what I tend to do is I'll leave the big light on here, and you will literally watch me set my stuff up. So you'll see me, because I have my little candle here, my little burners and stuff like that. You'll see me set all this stuff up, and then when I sit down, it's like, right, ready to go. So we'll start with Ross as the guest. Wrong side. Ross as the guest. What is one thing when you watch a stream you think, oh, that's good, that is. I like that.
I can play it in two parts. My biggest thing is simplicity is king. If you keep it simple, it's clean. It's clean by default. But if you intend to go balls to the wall with graphics, make sure your theme is as one. I've seen too many streams where you'll have a background moving animated GIF that has no correlation to the other designs you intend to have around, let's say, a chat box that's ill-fitting, a webcam that isn't cropped into the zone that you intended to have that webcam, and a game screen that's 60% of the screen and it isn't even aligned with the other boxes a part of the chat. If you ain't keeping it simple and you intend to go a bit over, at least keep it all aligned. Have the theme be in place. But yeah, brand identity is key. Holy shit. Exactly. If you want to go big and be aligned.
So just one little thing before we get into lots. I remember when we did the first Dawn Table of 2025, it was me, Atomic, and Chaotic. And this is a behind the scenes. When the stream ended, within, I want to say 3 minutes, and that is pushing it. It was 3 minutes. Ross screenshotted me the tiny, and I mean pixel, that I think it was my camera that was sticking out of this box. But Ross picked that up straight away, and he was like, and I was like, oh, something. And he was like, who aligned this shit? And I was like, obviously it was me. But it was like a pixel. So like when Ross means like a chat box that's ill-fitting. Another quick story, gives more Lofty time to think. When on my channel, no promo, me and Mrs. Quack used to, and I'm still trying to get off the floor to redo this year, we used to do the Quackcast. And Ross, when the chat boxes were kind of like this, Ross got a ruler out on his screen and showed me how far I was off. And he sent me a picture and had his partner hold the ruler up to his screen so he could show me how far I was off. And he went, "You don't realize how much this is killing me." And I was like, I don't care about that much. But in another sense, it is nothing but professional, because when you have stuff like that that is completely misaligned, it makes you look stupid, and it makes you, well, at least in my eyes anyway, and probably, and more than likely Ross's eyes, of like, it just makes you look like you don't care. So anyway, on that,
Can I just add to that?
yes.
So, chat, I'm going to give you a live demonstration of what I'm going through, and you might have spotted it. And if you have, well done, you. My webcam is a pixel off of the top that isn't covering.
Oh no! Why can I see it on my monitor, but I can't see it on OBS?
I didn't mention it for the entire for the start of it, because I thought if I can go the entirety without thinking about it, but
It's
Quack had
bothering
to
you. It's
mention it.
bothering you. It's bothering you, isn't it?
I had to
You
mention it.
lasted 21 minutes.
Oh, believe me, I was holding my breath the entire time.
Right. Loft.
I'm
Right.
surprised Quack hasn't blamed the background. And that's what you mean. Your beige background is the reason why.
Nope. Loft. Do me a favor, right? Can we give you an answer, right? But I am going to edit Ross. So.
Okay. Yeah. No. I bit of both of you really. Bit of your answers. I mean, so I like the interactivity, and like the fact. I mean, I like it when creators take the time to actually acknowledge people coming in, especially first timers. Giving them the same energy they would give to any regular. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like if I'm live streaming, if Ross pops in, I'll give him the same energy as I would say if you came in, or one of the guys that are in the chat came in, or if someone brand new who's never been in the channel before. Everyone gets the same energy. And I think you make someone feel welcome, they're going to want to come back again. But then also the same as Ross was saying, the simplicity. I want if you're streaming a game, you don't want to have 20 million things going on in front of you as overlays. You want to. If you're streaming a game, then you clearly want to show the game off. Yes, it's nice having a webcam. Yes, it's nice showing off who your sponsors are. If you've been lucky enough to be sponsored, or you're affiliated, or whatever it is. That's great, but don't feel the screen. I don't need to fill the screen with every GIF you can think of, and every advertisement of your sponsors. And I see some where they've got some. I don't know if you've seen it, Ross. Where they've got like the Pokemon walking up backwards and forwards across the screen
On the bottom.
Yeah, that's great, but it's distracting a little bit. If I'm honest. And it might be, and as you said, it might be part of your brand. If that's your brand, great, fantastic, but it does distract. It does distract me a little bit when I'm trying to watch your content and I'm trying to watch your gameplay. So if it's a game that I've considered getting myself and I want to see what let's have a look at how someone else plays it. Let's have a look at get someone else's opinion on it, see what they think of it. See a bit of gameplay other than what the developers and the publishers want to show me. I want to actually see some real gameplay. All I can see is a Squirtle running backwards and forwards with your name over the top.
Yeah, literally, because Thomas was saying those Pokemon call me up while I'm lurking. I get it. So do you know when it's weird as well? Do you know, like, if you have not many views, like there's someone on one of the live channels on 89 views, it would be too much for that person. But then if you're on like 2 viewers, when someone comes in, you're like, oh, there's not many people here. And again, for me, that is a bit. I'm like, oh, right, okay, so you normally don't have many people, but I don't know. Anyway, right. So let's get into the bad side of things. So again, I'll give you time to think. What is one thing that you go into a stream? Now, you can't say the ads because that pisses everyone off. Yeah. And it's not the content creator's fault. I mean, you can have the times go down. You can also have them go up, so they're less frequent, but pre-rolls tend to be not the creator's fault. So it's something that the creator themselves have put onto their own stream. Now, my answer, and I probably would get a little bit of stick on this, is people who have follower only on. Now, I understand people do it sometimes for because they get a lot of they have a high average of views and they don't want to get bots on. Blah 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 blah. I get it, but there are people out there who have follower chat only on. And I personally, if I raid in with someone, or if I raid it, to be fair, I wouldn't raid into someone with follow only chat. But if I raid, say now Ross comes back, puts his McDonald's gear back on, and streams for an hour and a half pretending he's working at McDonald's, which to be fair was one of his better streams. It was also one of his last. And he raids into someone who is on follow only mode. I'm deliberately not going to follow them because I'm like, no, I don't understand it. Like I say, if you have 6,000, there we go, 2.6 thousand viewers at the time, I can understand. But unless you're averaging at least 100, no. Get Seribot. Seribot will deal with your blocks and stuff like that, or just get more moderators or someone who can be there a bit more to help you. Yeah, and like Games Guru said, you want to get to know someone. You want to. There's loads of people that I've gone, oh, they're playing Metal Gear Solid or something. I'll go in there, talk to them, and they're like, oh yeah, hi, and they just ignore you. And I'm like, right, well, you don't deserve my follow. Not that my follow means a lot, but it can mean if someone follows me, I'm like, oh, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. But if you got follow mode on, I can't do nothing until I follow you. I'm like, right, I don't really want to talk to you just to unfollow you. So go on.
I 100% agree with you, and I agree. Like it tends to, if you've got someone who has got a very large following, if they're a partner like Ross. Sorry, Ross. Sorry that we're all joking.
I legitimately forgot about that joke.
Yeah, if you as you said, like you've got like 2.1k viewers at the time, and you want to, and you probably slow your chat down. You probably put slow mode on. You probably put follow because you don't want to get bot. Fine, but at the same time, there are other ways to do it. What annoys me, and I agree with, I'm just coming off your point on that. Is agreeing with your point, is when you have someone who's not in that position and they still put follower, and it's because it's almost like you're forcing people to follow you, so that you get your followers up, just so they can have a chat with you. And it's like, why should you be forced to follow just so you can talk to someone? Why can't you, when you just give the people opportunities to talk to you, get to know you? Then if they want to follow you, then great. Don't force their hands just so they can say hi.
Before we get into you guys' answers, there is actually one person who I followed before. And once you followed, you had to stay followed for at least 30 minutes before you could speak.
Oh, wow.
Unfollowed.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, unfollowed. Atomic says, I learned my lesson a long time ago when I also raid people I'm following and they never likely to have a follow only on. To be fair, I don't raid unless I know that person. But that's a different...
I always check. I check now. I have fallen foul to that when I've rated people out. I've rated out and someone got me based on a suggestion from somebody else, from the viewer. They said, "Oh, check this person out. Quickly go and check. Make sure they're live. Raid out to them, and they've got a follower." And I'm like, "Oh, for crying out loud! Nope, I'm out."
So, Ross, what is one thing that grinds your gears when
what grinds your gear, son?
Yeah, raiding is a scam. I don't care where it is. Raiding is a scam.
So was it raiding? That's it. Raiding.
Raiding is a scam.
Why didn't I see that come in? I don't know you no more.
That's not even my answer. It's not even my answer. Raiding is a scam. I'm just following up from all of these people in the chat. Yeah. Raiding is a scam. It presents false viewership in an idea. So when you get let's say 100 viewer raid, right? And you're there and you're a 2-3 viewer Andy, and you're chilling and you're in your element and you're like, cool, my community and me, we're having a really good time. About 100 people come in. That streamer will always lose their shit. There's never 100 people. Cool. I hope everyone's having a good time. How was the stream? Everyone will go, 100 viewers. Oh my God. And they will always lose their shit, right? So raiding is a scam. Don't raid. It's never true followers. It's never true statistical value. And I think a lot of people, especially that are new to this industry, get drawn into the idea of when I get a big raid, those people will come back.
Yeah.
And then when they go back to the normal viewership, they get disheartened and then they quit. Anyway, that is my answer. My answer is more controversial, so apologies. People who stream or people who create content and don't want to give themselves that drawn line of whether you're a hobbyist or whether you're a content creator. That is my biggest gripe. If you are someone who wants to create content for the betterment of yourself by doing something great, you should put your whole heart into it. By not just go live, you should be sharing your content on every other platform and going out of your way to getting your brand to a position where you are aces. You go to events and you're promoting yourself. If you just want to be that dude who's just bought a brand new game and just wants to stream to a couple of people, or because you just want to have a bit of company, just admit to yourself you're a hobbyist.
Yeah.
Because this whole gig gets so easy when you just know where you stand in this game.
Yes.
Not one day, not 1 month. I've had great viewership. Oh, I'm a full-time streamer. I'm going on an extended break for 6 months. Why? Just commit to something. Things happen all the time. Totally get it. Things in people's personal lives. Don't just be who you want to be. If you want to be a full-time creator, treat it as a full-time job. If you get 2 viewers and you put up a tweet that says, I can't stream today, something has happened, it's cool that you're getting people involved, but no one's reading that tweet.
Yep.
Just commit to what and who you are, and this game becomes effortless. Guaranteed.
He's man of wisdom, man. Do you know what?
Sorry.
I was not expecting that, because I don't think we've ever discussed that, but like that is... some
I got
wisdom
loads.
there.
I agree. You know, I'm in an agreement mood tonight. I'm agreeing with Ross and Quack. I feel weird. I mean, I normally agree with Ross. But I don't normally agree.
This is
with Quack.
really a wholesome stream today, isn't it, guys?
It is. No, I agree. You mean because you do. I agree with you, Russ. You mean you either go. You mean if you're going balls to the wire, then go balls to the wire. You mean throw yourself. You mean throw it all in there. But if you just I want to have a bit of fun, then have a bit of fun. You enjoy it. You mean because you can because we've talked about this. I mean, we've talked about this off stream. We talked about this on numerous occasions before. You mean when you were still a content creator, people can tell when you're not having fun.
Yes.
People can tell when you're not enjoying it.
Yeah.
And and as you said, if you're a hobbyist, then and you're not enjoying it, people can tell. The viewers can tell. Whereas if you're wanting to promote yourself and get yourself out there, get yourself into up there and getting with the big boys and girls, then. Yeah, I agree. You mean you've got to throw everything into it, and you've got to do everything you can, and you've got to. You've talked about this on previous donut tables where it's like there's other content that's available. Don't just stream, don't just go live. You've got to do all the other bits, which is why you've got to learn how to do all the other skills.
And and if you really are successful in it, you end up with a calendar like Stallion does. Like the thing is, right? We're making the joke, right, of Stallion's calendar is mental, but to a certain degree, all right, maybe maybe his is a bit too much, but like to a certain degree, your calendar has to look like that because you are essentially working for yourself. If you're not doing something to generate money, you're not making money. So then you're just wasting your own time.
I was gonna say because I think Ross, you've spoken about this before. You said like it's a business. At the end of the day, if you want to be that full-time content creator, you need to, as you said, your brand is your business. So treat it as such.
And the other things as well is like there's some people who I follow who that they really want to do it, but sometimes it's just the whole discussion of this is like sometimes it's just not good enough, and and then like Ross has said, then you have to admit to yourself that you as much as you would like. I would love to be a full-time content creator. The chances of me actually doing it are slim because I have outside commitments that I need to make sure they are stable for first. So then like Lady Doll says, I want to be a full-time sleep. The moment I said, can I have a paid opportunity? Wouldn't we all? But there are some people who I could watch the streams and I go, do you know what? You can tell they have that. The passion is there, but maybe the creativity or what they do outside, it just doesn't match up to what. And again, I am only using his example because he was here 2 weeks ago. Is of Stallion. Like Stallion doesn't stop, but then there's other people who just, their best is just sadly not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. Right.
So
I've got two answers. I've got two answers.
No, you can't give your answer. I've got to say, Loft, what is one thing that grinds your gears when you watch a streamer?
Well, I've got two actually. I've got two.
Is one of them when their name's a Quackma Panda?
No, I don't mind Quackma Panda. He's okay.
Fair.
One of them is Ross is probably going to jump in on this and agree with this. Is if you're gonna use a green screen, make sure that you haven't got all the mottle bit behind. It's not more mottly. There's nothing. It's nothing more that winds me. It's great. I like people who we've got now. We've got our backgrounds on. I used to have a blur background previously, but then I thought, screw it. I don't care. I'm in the loft. People need to see I'm in the loft. But if you use a green screen, make sure you set it up properly, because you move around and you just get that mottlingness, or you might see some of the background if you're using like NVIDIA. I can't think what the program is off the top of my head, but using programs like NVIDIA uses, where you have the virtual background and it doesn't quite fit properly. You get it in Teams, don't you? If you ever do Teams calls, it doesn't quite fit you properly because you're moving around, and content creators move around. So that winds me up. And the other thing is, and this really grinds me, is getting drunk for subs. Grinds my gears. Like, why do you need people to pay to get drunk?
Oh my god, that's right. Sorry to interrupt you, but I was like, where did we discuss this the other day? I was like, did we do it?
We discussed it. Discussed it.
We did. It was a tweet of mine. And that's why I was like, oh, right, sorry, continue with your point, and then we'll get into that.
Yeah. It grinds my gears. Because, yes, fine. If you're going to have an adult beverage, I do it on New Year's Eve. I do a stream on New Year's Eve. I have an adult beverage. But I don't say, oh, guys, if you drop 5 subs, I'll knock half a bottle of vodka back. No, there's no need for it. You know what I mean? Have an adult beverage, yes. Drink responsibly, yes. But don't expect people to sub to you to get you drunk. That's stupid.
But
winds me up.
You can't do that. They've changed. Twitch has changed their TOS, haven't they? So you can't do that anymore.
People will find loopholes, dude.
Yeah,
They'll find a loophole behind it. But it does grind my gears, because you should be re-drinking. You drink responsibly. If you want to get drunk, get drunk. Just don't get people to pay you for it.
Yeah.
Because again, it goes back to what we were talking about the. 2 weeks ago, where we talked with Sally about people going those extremes and taking the things to the extreme.
So I posted a tweet, mainly and it's stupid because I was like, oh, this would be good to get research for the stream, and I did it and completely forgot. So that's how good I was. But I did post a tweet, and I'm trying to scroll. It wasn't that far. I posted, what is everyone's thoughts on drinking on stream? Here we go. What's your thoughts of drinking and getting drunk on stream? And do you know what? Quite a lot of people said, if you're gonna do it responsibly, then it's okay. And pretty much I think everyone has agreed of getting drunk or being drunk on stream. Just don't. It's not a good look. And I know Mrs. Quack does agree with me. I don't think drinking on stream at all is a good look, and I don't. Why? Probably because I'm not a big drinker. When I see people drinking on stream, I think, I don't know. I just see more drinking as more of you having a good, celebrating or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so I know you're not a heavy drinker. I know you're a heavy drinker. You mean I took the mickey about you drinking water, but the thing is when you're doing this kind of if you're doing a big stream, you need to keep yourself hydrated, don't you? Whether it be water, whether it be whatever your choice to drink. But would you tune into a streamer that was saying that was knocking back shots for subs, or or drinking alcohol throughout the stream for as an incentive to people to sub and bits and all that thing?
I'm definitely not anti-alcohol. I don't drink because I feel like alcohol is pointless. Um,
like
but
Ray
that's just
did.
me. Alcohol and rating are pointless. Why pay money to get no one gets a buzz when they drink. People want to get irresponsibly unresponsive. There's no happy medium to the people that I see. So why drink to be a nuisance when you could just stay at home, enjoy a nice glass of H2O and a can of Pringles? That's the life that people need to live. We'd be in a much better society if drink was banned. But anyway, that wasn't the question.
No.
I many moons ago, my 14-year tenure in this industry, I used to watch an Irish streamer, and that probably sounds like I'm
So
taking the piss really.
careful where you go. Careful where you go. Yeah, you don't want to be
Yeah.
stereotypical.
She was, I suppose she still is, a tremendous streamer. And she would have a wheel, and only one point of that wheel would there be a drink orientated thing. And it was very hard to do it. And then over time, she then realized people will pay for the outrageous in your stream. So it was, hey, you donate £5 or €5, whatever, and I will take a shot of something stupid like an absinthe or something really of really high alcohol quantity, and she gets plastered within minutes. €5. She probably made an absolute bomb. To then the problematic issue of her stomach being pumped, not streaming then for God knows how many weeks, and then that's when Twitch were imposing you are not allowed to incentivize monetary gain for the sake of consuming alcohol. You just can't do it. Would I watch it back then? Absolutely. I wouldn't partake in donating. But people will still do it now. But I'm indifferent. I just think alcohol's pointless, but I'm indifferent. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Yeah. So before we move on to the next little what looks good, because I've literally got what looks good, what looks good, what looks good. Do either of you have any other sort of good or bad things that if you see on a stream you think, that's great, or oh god, like why do people do this? Because I was thinking the other day of like of what we do for Doughnut Table, and I was like, people might be watching this, and it might be something that they actually do, and they think, we like I say, this is why I'm saying we're not professionals, but we do have a lot of experience pooled together, especially Ross. So is there something? So we might say something you think, oh well, no, but like I said at the start, we know we've seen good, but we've seen bad. So what is there something either of you would like to add before we move on to the next what looks good?
The best thing for me, and this is something that I learned very early on in my real life career of moving through government, and it's something that we just spoke about, which is people will know if you aren't there when you're creating content. When you take a telephone call, for instance, if you just smile as you speak, you will automatically become across as a more positive, affirmative person. It's just in the smile. You could have had the most miserable day. Your nan could have been drop kicked from her top step right to the bottom floor. But if you're smiling in that conversation, the other line knows you're smiling. In streaming, even if the camera didn't exist, it's very much a similar thing. If you're smiling as you are going about your business in this creative space, people know that you're happy. If I was some fucking basement dweller Dennis and I am absolutely miserable, and then some dude pokes his head into the chat and goes, hey, and then all of a sudden you see that I shift towards the chat, shift back to the game and ignore you, you're destined to fail, aren't you? Those are the hobbyists that want all the fame and glory. I want to be the next XQC, but can't form a sentence, you know? Yeah, that's me. I feel like I bring so much negativity to these streams. This is why I don't go on your chat.
Genuine. That's why I was gonna say, like, let's do a positive first, because we could tackle so many negative that I'm like, right, we gotta do a good and we gotta do a bad. We gotta do both. So like,
you mean Ross drops a swear. So I'm gonna drop one here. We call it a shit sandwich. You know what I mean? You gotta have your good, your bad, and then follow it up with a good. Okay, so you gotta have the bad sandwich between your two goods.
Yeah.
So Ross, so you're right. So we've done some good. Ross has just done a bad. Let's get another good in.
Well, don't come to me because my one's not a good, but it's actually no. My one's not a bad or a good. Mine's
turn it around then, Quack.
No, mine's more of just advice. Because like Ross has pointed out, this was before the stream of, that my setup in general, when you look at my streams, have progressed. Like I've changed them quite a lot. So like the one thing I would always say to someone who's new, if you got one of those like, you said about like with the chat box and the camera and the borders and stuff like that. I think for someone who's new, they are brilliant because you know where everything goes and everything is sort of done there for you, and you don't have to worry. You can sort of build your audience on that, and then on like who you are and stuff like that. Everything is where it needs to be. But I would always suggest, if you feel that you are grown as a content creator, you got more stuff coming in, don't be afraid to change your setup and the way you look. If you just take my camera, for example, in the past 12 months, I streamed from what is now the baby's playroom, which was my very old setup. Then I went down to the dining room table for about 4 months, where I used to put up a dust sheet over the crap while the attic was getting done out. Then I was in the attic and my camera was facing technically this way, and now I've moved the desk again. So like now, am I saying this is absolutely perfect, exactly how I wanted it? No, but I'm like, with all these stickers and stuff like that, I'm making it work with what I want. And like, if people come to my streams, I'm quite minimalist now, thanks to advice from Ross, because like, even though I do take the mick, he has seen the most of the bad and he's seen the most of the good. So I do take his advice very seriously. And he's probably reading an article or something. He's not paying attention.
I was going to say, can we clip that as well for Ross to keep?
Yeah.
Quack's genuinely saying, "Thanks, Ross." And it was not insulting. He was being nice to you.
I'm so sorry. Lady Dog said, "Don't take advice from those beige walls." But I will point out. I said, "Ross, did you put those things on purpose?" And he's made an effort, ladies and gentlemen. He's made an effort.
Guys.
But
he's trying.
Yeah. So every year I will change my the way my stream looks, and sometimes like I changed my logo one year, didn't like it, change back. If you can, I think if you're not willing to change your look, even to like Lofty, where he says he had the blur on his camera and now he's taken off. Do you know if it doesn't work, just put it back. I don't think anybody here is in a position where if we change something and then change it back, someone go, "But you've changed that. Oh, you're going back on your word. Oh, how dare you." I don't think any of us are in that position. So if you're thinking, I don't know, just try it. If it don't work, put it back. Is that right? So, Loft, have you got anything else, good or bad? I've done an indifferent.
You done an indifferent. It's kind of right. I'm trying to think because I was genuinely listening to you and like taking it all in. It was nice. You mean words of wisdom coming from the Quack. I mean, I think good is when you see someone who's when you see someone who's new. And they've not. And as going back to Ross's thing of either like being a hobbyist or being someone who genuinely wants to make content, they've not someone who's just gone simple. They're brand new, just starting out. They've not gone out and brought £200 camera, 200, £500, £600, £1,000 cameras just for them to do it as a hobby. They've just got they've got a webcam, they've got a microphone, they've got good quality audio. They know they've done their research, and so they know, okay, audio's good, camera's a bit cack, but I can do that in time, and just come in and just starting off basic, as we've all done. Start off basic and then build it up. And when you see someone who's brand new, you look at their followers. They've got like, I don't know, a dozen followers. And they're genuinely having a great time, and everything just looks nice and simple. That it's great because it's like, okay, this person really is on the start of their journey, and it's nice to see that they're not trying to be something they're not.
Do you know what I love doing? I do it to myself just to remind myself, but I love doing it in other people's things. Where if they stream in for a good couple of years, you go back on their old clips and you look at their first clips and you think, "Oh, that's terrible," but then you appreciate what they're doing now so much better, and you're like, "Oh, it's so good." Ross's one is just beige.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm pretty sure
empty walls, white walls.
I'm pretty sure one time you might have had like a window in there somewhere. But
no, he did. Yeah, he did have a window. Yeah, because he used to threaten that he was gonna open the window and shout across the road and try and get your attention.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he had Geralt invading the stream every so often.
Yeah. I couldn't
Yeah.
open the window then.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So let's move on from what looks good on stream, because as we've all said that we're brands, or we should be treating Ross TSU, Quackma Panda, Gaming Loft as brands. So what looks good on social media? So again, we'll start off with a good thing, and then I'll come back to both of you in a minute. But I love when someone on their social media platforms, on any of them, they're consistent with the imagery. So if they have a certain vibe to them, that you can go onto their streams and, I don't know, they're a massive what's someone playing? They're a massive they're a massive music person. So they play a lot of like metal music. I'm just looking at a partner stream about who he plays a lot of metal music. So you go on his social media and he talks about all things music, and you're like, it matches and everything's consistent, and I love it. And then there's obviously the thing of like, there's nothing worse than having someone talk about Counter-Strike, being a massive Counter-Strike streamer, and then you go on their things and they literally talk Call of Duty, WoW, Metal Gear Solid. I'm literally looking at things around my room that are games, WWE, and they're like, right, what about the Counter-Strike stuff? Oh, yeah, I really like it. Cool. Having everything, just everything matches. Your picture, your profile pictures and everything matches. Like, yes, do that more. We've gone to Ross twice now, so Loft, we'll start off with you with the good. What's something on social media you think, oh yeah?
You know what? It's something that you know, I'm going to drop a clanger here. I'm going to drop Harris Heller. Something I got it from Harris Heller.
Cool.
I don't know if anyone's seen Harris Heller. He used to be the stream doctor. He you know, he does YouTube videos and things like that. On your social media is your picture of you. You know what I mean? I know like with like Stream Seed, we have the Stream Seed logo because that's the brand of it. But I think having a picture of you, having your profile picture on social media as you, people just get to see who you are. You know what I mean? Fair enough. If you're a VTuber or a PNG tuber, or you don't use a cam, you don't want people to see who you are. Fine, fair enough. That's your brand. You don't use that. That's what you are. But if you're on the camera like we are now, put a picture of you. I like it. I like seeing people because things are like, oh, that's that's a real person. You mean, and you get to see who the person is, so you know that when if you're flicking through streams and you happen to come across their stream, it's like, oh, I saw them on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, and I was flicking through their content, and and that's who they were, and then you get to see them and know they are.
Ross, what have you got that's a good thing that you love on social media?
My biggest problem with social media, right, is that I'm shit at
It's a
social
scam.
media.
It's a scam. It's a scam. It's like raiding, get alcohol.
Can I also point out before you get into this, because I kind of you just said that you're bad at social media. Ross is genuine now, and I don't know why I'm giving him so many compliments. Probably because I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, but he has a wealth of knowledge, but it doesn't listen to his own advice, because he told me at the end of last year to the start of this year, just tweet a bit more. I'm like, but I've got nothing, because if there's something in my head I want to tweet about, I instantly think people don't care. So he's like, literally, if I'm going to work, just put up a thing of because I actually did it, of Death Stranding, because the walking sim, and just put up that and just going, lovely day to walk, or for something like that. But he gives me this advice. I'm like, it's actually good advice. Does he follow his own advice? Does he balls? Continue, Ross.
So I will say, listen, I've probably upset more creators in this industry than I've helped, but I've helped a lot of people. So if anyone needs help on any aspect, critiquing something, ideas for wanting to benefit, how you can better yourself, listen, my DMs are always open. I will always reply to a DM if you all need help. Social media for me is just a cesspit of hatred. Doesn't matter who you follow. It doesn't matter what you go about your business. People just love to dig. The only good from social media are from those who just mind their own business. And that's hard to come by, because those people are like me, who don't usually tweet or communicate. We take all that information in and we go, huh, I'm gonna leave it at that. I can't think. I can't think of a positive for social media because it is just
Wow.
just shit.
It,
It is.
it's shit and it's a scam. Don't use it,
It's
guys.
it's
Can
an
I just
immense
can I
tool to use for marketing.
can I just point out that Ross's pinned tweet, 4.6k impressions on the 18th of October 2024 was, "I'm trying the McRib. Hold on for an update," and it was a picture of a McRib.
How class was that tweet though?
4.
That was fire.
4.6 is really good.
From fucking rib, bro.
Okay, Ross. From a create, how can you think of anything positive that creators could use social media for? Then, you mean, is there? You mean, there's got to be. You mean, you can't be completely negative against social media.
Don't try me, Loft.
Yeah.
God damn.
What positive advice would you give? Like you did for Quack. You told him to tweet more. What positives can you see, or have you seen?
You need to see social media.
Even with your own like tenure. You know, what have you? Where have you seen it been used in a positive way?
People need to use social media intelligently. Now, I know when I said to Quack that he needs to use more social media.
Say good luck with that, then, mate.
No, for sure. But when I said to Quack, just tweet more. Tweet more. If the algorithm knows that you're active, the algorithm will be nice to you. And yeah, he is right. I'm a bastard to follow my own rules. But if people play their cards correctly, it's when they have a personal account. So people know my name is Ross. If I had a personal account that just says Ross, and these are my opinions, and on there I said something, lights are a gimmick by the public to ensure that you get vitamin D, but in fact, they're little scopes that go into your head and the government control you. But on Ross TSU, I go, man, I love lights. Like, be consistent and be true. With your brand, as long as you're brand orientated and you keep your personal stuff away, cool. Similarly with Quack, when StreamSeed formed, if you look back at old tweets, which will take you months to scroll through, by the way, I'd said to Leon, this is looking too much like a personal account, not a business account. And he said, what would you suggest? Make Mr. Slippers alive. And Mr. Slippers is his username. You've got to make Mr. Slippers real. So create a personal account, put up quirky photos of him eating salmon. Now, bearing in mind, Mr. Slippers got some money to throw around. You won't be seeing me with a fresh cream cheese bagel with salmon on it. You're seeing me with Pringles on my body. That's all you're seeing me in selfies. And now all of a sudden, Mr. Slippers is more active, I would say personally, and more interactive than the StreamSeed account because he's had a healthy separation of those two things.
Yep.
If we see pictures of you with just Pringles on your body, can we make sure that you're following TOS and it covers up the chesticles, please?
It's my OnlyFans.
Yeah.
My
That's
OnlyFans is
okay,
just
fine.
parts of my body that you have to guess what that Pringle is covering with true 4K.
Can I ask that you don't? Can I just make a request that you don't do what Quack did with the Pringles and make a beak out of them? Because that was just
bruh. Pringles.
No, you got Pringles to respond.
Pringles
bro.
responded and said that's how you do it. So you can say.
Were you jealous?
Nothing.
Were you jealous by that? That he got interaction with from Pringles,
No,
and
I will say,
still haven't spoken to you.
My presence on social media is very, very limited. I'm a busy man, yeah. But when I got a screenshot that said, I think it said like "suck it" and then added TSU,
Yep.
I wanted to firebomb his home. But he didn't need to know that at the time. I didn't let him get to me. I was far too busy to let that get to me. But I wanted to cause harm to that man.
He legitimately didn't answer for like 3 hours, and I was like,
I'm livid.
But by the time he actually answered, the fire was gone, and you're like, that's just not fun anymore.
Don't care, bro.
No. Right. So let's go into the one that we probably have a plethora of to pick from. So both pick something that you cannot stand on someone's social media. Now, I do have. I'm not going to name names in the slightest. No. Hold. Me first. Me host. Right? So, I've got someone in mind. I will not name names, but if you know this person, you should know. So, there's one that I cannot stand because it looks so unprofessional, and it has been discussed sort of in the chat of when you're airing dirty laundry on your social medias. But in particular, there's one person I'm thinking of where they were complaining about something about a certain brand, but they were tagging the brand. So this is nothing to do with even the slightness of this. Joe. No, I can't pick on Joe Hendry. Right, because I have this.
Oh wow! Oh, I can't pick on Joe Hendry because I worship the guy.
Yeah,
And
just
I don't want him.
just
I don't want
in
him
case.
I don't want him to smite me down.
Exactly right. So I've got this picture of iShowSpeed getting speared by Braun Breaker. Okay, so let's just say I had a beef with iShowSpeed, right? I will tweet, oh, iShowSpeed's last video, I found was really crap. He's really gone down in the past years. But I'm tagging iShowSpeed, so I'm actively having a go at the guy while like, because you can say, oh yeah, iShowSpeed sucks, and he'll never see it because he's got, but to tag the person, you're like, how stupid are you? Because if you want to work with somebody, if you're tagging a brand, say now you're tagging Razer because they're on my ears, you're going, oh yeah, the latest Razer mouse, I've used it for about 6 months and it's absolutely trash, but I'm tagging Razer. So then if I'm Logitech and I email them and Logitech, oh, let's check out their social media. Oh, they don't like Razer? Well, what if they don't like us? Like, I'm not saying like I've got influence or anything like that, but I could influence 2 or 3 people, which then could, that's enough. For me, if I was a brand and I saw someone just going ham on anybody else, like into that sort of thing, I'm like, oh no, I don't like the way.
And risk.
Yeah, you are literally a brand risk, because if you don't like my stuff, you're gonna go mental on me. And all right, you've averaged 3 viewers, but like, no, like who are you to talk about bad about us? So I think
I agree where you're coming from about you mean doing something like that. But if you don't just go ham on them, if you actually say, I've been using this for 6 months, it does. I mean, you use justifiable reasons without and you don't need to tag people to say like it doesn't work for me. I mean, the weight's wrong, the feel's wrong. I mean, keyboards. I mean, some people didn't like mechanical things like that. I think that's fine because then if you use proper wording and not just be shit.
yeah.
I think that can work because. But I agree with you. If you just go like, yeah, I've been using 6 months. It's really cack. I don't really like it. Razer, suck it.
But I can even counter that argument. Do you know when it comes to certain things, you don't have to say anything. Do you know if you didn't like the latest Razer mouse? Cool. Nobody really cares. Like the content creators are incredibly, they can be incredibly selfish people, and sometimes people will only follow for to get their numbers up. So they might follow someone else and they go, oh, I don't like Razer, and then someone else is going, I don't care.
Was that Tomic then? Tomic just joined the call.
I was gonna be like, what happened? But yeah, so they sometimes I agree. If you do it professionally and you can give justified reasons, yeah, completely get it. But you also don't have to. If I'm trying to think of a brand that I really don't like, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. Atomic right now has just probably got us in the background. What have I done?
Yes, I was like, what?
What did I do?
I was panicking. I went into this. I was like, what? She's in the call.
So yeah, sometimes you saying nothing probably has the same effect. It's just you feel the need of, oh god, I've got to get what I want out. Cool. You're the only one who wants to get this out. Nobody else cares. Anyway, I'm not going to go into a rant. Loft, name something bad that you see on social media that just grinds your gears.
It's very close to you about the airing dirty laundry, and that's engagement farming.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you mean like I'm gonna put a poll? I'm gonna put a random poll out because I want people to click on it, and I get interactions, and therefore my my interactions goes up and things like that. Or you'll put something controversial on, or you'll put say you'll as you said, you air your dirty laundry because you know it's gonna get engagement. Don't engagement farm. It gives me the ick. You know what I mean? It's like I scroll through, I scroll through Twitter. I was like, and I see it, and I'm like, why have you posted that to try and get people, to make people reply to you on purpose, because you know that's going to get you, as Ross you were saying about the algorithm, it's going to get there. It's going to get you up. You're engagement farming. You're putting polls out for no reason. You're putting You dirty laundry out for no reason. You want people to comment on things because you want engagement. Don't do it. Get genuine engagement. Great. No, I hate it.
Do you know what?
Okay, I'll unpin my McRib then. Thanks for that.
Dude, this because the McRib sucks. Okay, I agree with you. All right. Yeah.
Actually, I've closed Twitter down now. I'm going to get it back up while I get this point out of with the polls. Even though I answer the poll in the bit I'm about to say that annoys me when they go, I don't know, do hand sanitizer work? Yes, no, or click here because I want just to know what people have answered. I'm like, I answered it myself. I'm like, yeah, I click on that because I don't really want to put a thing, but like, you have actually unpinned your McRib.
Yeah, I had to. I got called out in 4K.
Oh, sorry, dude. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about you, Ross. I was talking about genuinely, I've seen engagement farms go out. Some OTT engagement farms. I mean, people putting stuff out there, and like I said, it's very close to what you were saying, Quack, about the area dirty laundry and stuff. Because they'll put something out there because they know people are going to comment on it or they're going to engage, they're going to click on it, almost clickbait, because then that drives their interactions up, which means that they get seen sooner and they might catch the eye of, for the wrong reason, might catch the eye of a brand, but at the same time the brand might catch their eyes. Oh, I've got great interactions there, so we'll have a chat with them and see what we can do with them. No, it gives me the ick.
Can we just?
What I'm going to do, I'm going to put up a little tweet that just says "test engagement farming," and I want to see how that goes.
Can we just have a moment silence, please, for the McRib post?
Yeah, thanks.
And that's the moment. There we go. Ross.
Right, Ross. What's one thing on social media? I can't believe we actually had a moment of silence for a McRib.
Oh, dude, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it that long.
Ross, what's one thing on social media that you see? Again, if you think it's a cesspool, this should be pretty easy.
Where do I start? So I think it all stems from toxicity. For me, it's the continuous one-upsmanship. So why can't people just be happy that other people are thriving? Why can't it be, you go girl, I can't believe you got that sponsorship, or well done dude, you went to an event and you won £1,000 on a giveaway for being a streamer? Why can't there just be pats on the back? Why has it got to be, I'm going to an event today, and then turns out a different group of the same people that are associated with you in your social circle just happen to be with that person, and then you go, well, all my online friends are fake, and I thought this industry wasn't full of backstabbers. And then tomorrow, when it's the second day of the event, all of those people come back to you, they haven't read that tweet, they've gone, I've had a wonderful time so far. I just met and hung out with X creator, had an absolute... Why could that person be like, oh, that's really cool. I'd really love to meet them too. What you could have done was bridge a really cool interaction. That person could have introduced you to someone that you wanted to see, and there could have been a great collaborative effort, rather than, you should be hanging out with that creator because they're scum. The toxicity for me is something that I could look at and laugh, and my day will go as normal. It's the one-upsmanship. It's the, if I can't have it, y'all can't have it.
Yeah.
And it's easy to read, and it's so much harder to recover from when someone already knows that you are shit. It's typical to when you just said then, if you are a brand risk, people know you're a brand risk. I can name 5 creators off the top of my head who I will no longer engage with because all they do is just, but I'm better.
Yeah.
Oh, but you've done this, that's really cool. But do you know I'm here? Oh, but you've gone up. Oh shit, well, I'm now here. It's always going up.
Yeah.
And people just need to be subtle. People need to be subtle and remain humble. I've been in this industry for 14 years, and I'll keep saying it. I have not done great things. I've had great viewerships. I've had very large payouts, and I've done a lot of cool things in my time. And I intend to do a lot more cooler shit. But I intend to bring every person along for this ride. This isn't victories for me. It's victories for all. So people want to join in. You know my DMs are. You know where Stream Seed is.
Yeah.
But I will refuse to bring on people on board who don't want to see others thrive, because nothing angers me more, and I will kill people for this. I will make sure that people in this industry don't see anything correct if I know that they're the very people who want to undermine other individuals for at least trying.
Would you say that? I mean, we all know that content creation is competitive. I mean, I mean, we all know that, like, you mean we always you mean there's always that race to try and get you mean I'll try and steal your viewers. I want your viewers because I want to get better. You mean I want to go further. I want to get the viewership. I want to get subs, bits, monetization. I want to get brand deals, things like that. Do you think social media is almost like a magnifying glass of all that? You mean so where
Yes.
so you see it in the back. You mean you say case in point, an event, someone's with an event. You mean two creators. One is everyone's hanging out with them. And it's like there's that undermining competition. There's always that underlying competition in content creation, and I think social media then just magnifies it massively. And you and it's just like, oh my god, actually, I mean, you're actually a bit of a Roman.
Too bad. Too bad.
Yeah, and it is true.
Yeah.
It's so much easier, and I don't know whether you guys can agree. It's so much easier to dislike and hate and remove than it is to support and nurture and grow.
Yeah.
What's that term? It takes so many muscles to smile, but only so many to frown.
It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. It's easier to smile than it is to frown.
Why I don't see why people just why can't there be this lovely collaborative, and there are, oh god, tons of these support community groups that people will create to help one another support and grow. They're really cool if they're done correctly. I mean, I can go on another tribe about pyramid schemes and Twitch stream teams and all this crap. As long as you know that the people's intentions are clear, you don't have to easily read someone to know if their intentions are bad. People just need to understand that if one person grows, the rest of you do too.
Yes.
Just remain humble. Look to help when someone wants to reach out. This isn't difficult. It's like we're socially in preschool. She's got a fancy new bag. I want a fancy new bag, but I'm poor. I was like, but why can't you just be happy that they've got a fancy bag?
Yeah.
Be with them for the experience.
I think it goes,
I can go on.
I think it goes back to what I said originally about streaming. Of it's so easy to be a content creator because literally all you need is a camera, a microphone, live, go, happy days. It's so easy to be a content creator, but not everyone should do it. You should, to like I say, to be a hobbyist, you have to be of a certain build. To be a full-time content creator, you need to be more of a certain type of person. But there are just shitty people who, like you say, they just want they don't want people to do well because they think, well, if I'm not doing well, nobody else can do well. That is a big bottle of Coke that you were pounding with there. I thought that was a little bottle of Coke then.
It's lasted me 4 days. It's incredible.
So
like it's a badge of honor, sorry.
But there's some people who you just like, when you see them, you just think, do you know what? The sooner you leave this space, the better everyone will be. And this goes for the entire chat, but there's probably at least one person you can either think of once you leave the space or they've left the space and everything is so much nicer. Like, I can literally think of someone off the top of my head right this very second. They've left the space.
Quack 'em a panda.
Yes. No, no, sorry. I'm leaving the space, that is. But
got out of the way.
But when this certain person left the content creation space, they felt much happier for themselves. I'm like, yep, happy days, cool, because you were literally a poison. So you leaving, you are happier, and the rest of us are happier as well. People are just not everyone is built to do this. You gotta have a certain kind of person to be it.
Yeah. I just want to just reiterate, guys. Ross has removed his pinned tweet about the McRib, but genuinely has pinned
You literally have.
test engagement farming.
So if you're on X right now, I want you to do me a favor. You don't have to even follow me. I don't follow anyone. Just comment on it, something stupid, retweet it. I just want to see just how weird engagement farming can be. And then I want to then gaming loft and then just show the results.
Yeah. So quickly,
whoa, calling me out there, bro.
So for everyone who is Ross's pinned tweet of a McRib, it said hold for an update. I wanted to go back to the update. His update, if anyone was curious, was McRib update. Quite flat, flavors are immense, and the barbecue is really subtle. There's no need for the raw onions. It adds a weird texture to it. 5 out of 10.
Great review.
Yeah.
If y'all want to have a food review, I'll do it.
And the thing is, when you were saying about the brand thing, Quack, you know, that kind of review is fine.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine because he's
Yeah,
not hurting
but if
anyone.
you-
It's just
But if Ross tweeted, back rib, absolute garbage, tasted like I was eating a sponge, don't bother
Glass.
buying it.
and then tagging McDonald's. You're like,
and then tag McDonald's in
like
it.
how
Yeah,
stupid are you?
McDonald's, you suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, that is like, well, we're clearly not going to work with him.
Right, so before we finish up, I want to very much touch very slightly on what looks good equipment-wise. Now, for example, Ross, as if no one's worked out, Ross's favourite thing about content creating in general is clean audio. If you don't have clean audio, don't go to him, okay? Because there's nothing. There has been times where I've sent Ross, sent him stuff in the past, and he's gone, "Can you redo all that?" I'm like, well, "Yeah, what's the matter with it? Did I say something wrong?" "No, your audio's garbage." And he went. The one thing I will say about Ross is, this side. One thing about Ross is, if you want criticism or if you want honest feedback, Ross will give you honest feedback, but you have to be ready. If it is bad, he will tell you it's bad.
But to be fair to you, Ross, I mean, I'm gonna stick up for you here, dude. He's like, it's bad. It's constructive, okay? So it's not a case of you suck, get better. It's right. That's not right. This is what you need to do. I mean, I'll be honest with you. This is from personal experience. I've had feedback on my content from Ross, and it is, and sometimes you have to look at yourself. And there's Quack, you said earlier, you're that kind of person, and it's like, oh shit, and then you're like, actually, yeah, okay, he's got a point there, and yeah, and it's helped. So Ross, thank you for your constructive criticism of my content. I'm now growing.
Listen,
What is
I'm happy to help anyone. I feel so humble. I'm gonna sleep so well tonight. But as I said, I'm happy to help anyone on any level. I'm not gonna say that the reason I give you these answers are going to make you grow. I just know what works. So it's going to be constructive, and it always comes from a good place.
Yes.
I just don't have time to beat around the bush to be like, do you see where it's bad? Do you not see where it's... I'd rather be like, this is shit, brother. And then if we just do... it'll be fixed. And just trust the process. And like Quack said earlier, if it doesn't work, go back.
Yeah.
Perfect. Done.
So let's talk about equipment real quick. So for example, I have a HyperX something, Quad S, I think it's called, microphone.
It's quite podcast, isn't it?
Yeah, that's... Yeah. Personally, I personally think they're very good. I have a Logitech camera. I actually have two of them because my one I originally bought, that one up there, but then this one you lot are on, I got very, very cheaply. The same one as Lofty got. We got from... Oh, I've messed this up now, haven't I? We got from Mr. Greggles for basically dirt cheap.
Oh, yeah.
And basically, I used the thesis, the idea of, well, if it was good for Mr. Greggles, who is a partner streamer and uses many cameras for his setup, then it must be at least decent for me. Ross currently has a 4K camera. Is that what we're looking through right now?
I will say, I'm watching the stream, and I feel like I've been blurred this entire time.
Yes, you have been.
Yeah, you have.
And you can't blame my internet because
that
me and
sucks.
Lofty are perfect.
I was going to say it's. I was about to blame your internet as well, but no, it's not. The thing is, though, Ross, on the software we use for capturing that, you're actually in 4K.
Yes.
I know, it's mad. I
How
don't
do you
get
know
it.
you're in 4K?
Yes. So we won't go
block
through the... Oh, okay, bye. Yeah, that's not going to work. while Ross does that, everyone, for a sec, Loft, we're not going to go through the bads and the goods and the bads. Let's just do goods. Let's just do only goods. What's a good thing about...
only good... careful. I thought you said only...
only good.
On the OnlyFans again.
Yes.
Only good things.
What are we going to do... what's a good thing about certain bits of equipment? Like, what would you say, like, people... really need to, like, what's actually no, like, I'll ask this better. Your equipment, what is one bit of equipment you have that you like, that is I need, this is what I needed to step my game up?
It's really cliche, and like people are not gonna, but some people could disagree with me, because as you say, like, people, you got your cameras, you got my Stream Deck.
Okay.
honestly, my Stream Deck. You mean because you mean. Where's he gone now? His key's gone again. Yeah,
Talking sh-
it's because I'm talking shit. He's like, no, I'm gone. I'm out. No, honestly, my Stream Deck is great because it gives me we talked earlier about like the interaction side of things, and you know what I mean. So I'm not having to like go through OBS, click on channel redemption to use the same channel redemption as everybody else. I literally just press a button. And in some of my interactions, I have multiple things happen, and it's just one button. I press one button, multiple things happen, and I don't have to worry about it. I can just continue talking to I can literally be chatting to you right out, just like I am now. I'm looking square in the camera, and just press a button. And think something will happen on the stream, and for me that's great because especially from stuff like clipping. So Ross was talking about like expanding your content, clipping. And I know you have your mods that do some of your clips, but I also know that you clip some of your own stuff. So I think that is for me a godsend, and it helps so much just for doing simple things like clipping, like markering, changing scenes, things like that. I know you disagree, Ross. I can clearly.
No, I'm looking at my camera. Sorry, Matt.
I was going to say,
do
you know, you don't realize how much this is annoying him. He is.
Yeah,
like,
you can tell he
It's a
is.
noise
He is,
It's a noise
and he'll blame you.
Oh, 100%.
But like shout outs, for example. You know what I mean? So Ross said that raiding is con. You know, I get raided. You know, I get raided in. I've been raided in by you. You know, you've raided me. I literally press a button twice, and you get a shout out, and everyone gets to see your link, see what you've been playing, and things like that. Otherwise, I'm going to sit them and go, and then you get all that audio sound of my keyboard going,
yeah.
Which when you got the likes of Ross coming in, who could have raided in with you, going, keyboards on audio.
Oh, if Ross is coming in with a raid with me, you know he's just left me up on his screen. He won't come in that willy-nilly.
Yeah. Well, no, because if he chats, then I know he's coming. He's genuinely coming. But if he comes, because I don't know if he's coming. Because if he doesn't talk, then I won't know.
Yeah,
You're done to be bashing me right now.
No. Anyway, Ross, a god. What void over here? What's one thing about equipment? I've got a feeling you're going to talk about clean audio, but what is one thing of? Yeah, it's still terrible.
Oh, I'm running it through 3 different programs, man. They're all shit. Sorry.
We're nearly done. Don't worry. What's one thing of equipment-wise you feel is needed? I would say what for fuck's sake.
Oh, he's got a virtual camera. He's got virtual camera.
Right, he can hear us. It's fine. So I would say what is key to your setup, but you don't stream no more. So what is one thing that you feel people need? What is there specific equipment you could recommend that people?
Right now, as you experience it, it's this. You don't need a good camera. You don't need any camera. You need something that you could listen to. You need something that's clear and not stutter like Lofty. Just something really clear in audio. You don't even need. Listen, look at that. This is the perfect table. All the cameras are off. You're hearing nothing but a pure audio experience.
You see, now you're going ASMR, dude.
Oh, see,
You know what I mean?
all of these little things are going to make your experience in this situation better, right? I'll do it one more time. Ready? Complete silence. Oh. These things are going to be crucial to you being a content creator. Now, you're welcome for that because I'd have charged for that service. It's just pure audio. It's just audio. Good audio is
my stuttering my stuttering's got nothing to do with my audio, dude. It's just the fact that I stutter when I can't get my words out.
No, for sure. I'm just saying, listen.
Can I just point out that your camera's looking really good now?
Don't. I swear to God, don't.
It is.
No, it genuinely is. It genuinely is.
It's looking really clean. I don't know what you've done, but maybe you should have just turned.
Oh my God, it is.
It's looking clean.
Oh, at least the ending,
it's as clean as it's been.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh god, I thought my pen exploded. Then it's fine. Anyway, so let's look to wrap things up. We've kept Ross enough of Ross's time. I know he is deathly tired, and he wants to. So as always, Ross, I don't know Oh no, I was I was going to give something away then. So Mrs. Slippers is not here, unfortunately, but that's okay.
No.
He's with us in spirit. He's not dead. He's busy.
He's probably watching another rocket being launched, isn't he? I mean, Mrs. Lippers is obsessed with his rockets.
If I swear to God, right, I've just clicked on Battle.net. If I swear to God, if I see him on WoW, I'm gonna kick his head in. Oh, yeah, I'm logged in. Hang on. Is he on WoW?
No, you know he's good.
I'm gonna kick his head in.
Yeah.
You're good.
What a tremendously aggressive behavior for a man who needs to be on World of Warcraft more.
Yeah.
So Ross, just gonna put my name in that. I'm just gonna put my name in the hats for being the new host of Creators of the Donut Table, because I think Quack's gonna get fired for threatening to kick the boss's head in.
But the worst,
Only if he succeeds.
But the worst thing
Brilliant,
is, right,
fantastic.
the next time I see Leon will probably be at CCM. Imagine going to the Cardiff Creator Meetup and be like, "Hi, Leon." Whack! Why? Because you ain't on the donut table, you knob. Anyway, yeah. So Mr. Slippers is not here, but Ross, what are you doing?
None of your business, man. God, just get off me for a sec. Jesus.
Hey, we don't get alerts for it, but King Crazy, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. We're just talking about what looks.
Ross, keep your opinion to yourself about raids, mate.
Oh, yeah. It's the reason why we don't. Literally, the reason why we don't raid at the end of these streams is because of Ross.
I will say this: I didn't decide to not do it. It just never happened when I said it once.
Yeah.
I think we don't raid, do we? Not because of you, Ross. I think it's because the fact we don't want to look like we're favoritism.
Yeah, there's that as well. But yeah, so yeah, Mr. Slippers, as we always do, he's a content creator of Starfield. Why can I never remember this game?
Yeah, Starfield. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what, you're right. You go through. We do this every 2 weeks, and you still can't get
legitimately,
it
right? I don't want people to think it's a bit. I legitimately can't remember. I can't remember what the game's called. Right, anyway, Starfield.
It is Starfield.
Right,
It is a space game. There
So,
you go.
Ross, Leon plays Starfield. He is getting, I don't know, 6 average views, so he's doing better than me. But he's only got a camera that he got from Asda's, a microphone that sounds like he's playing COD in 2009. He comes to you as your confidant, as his confidant, and says, "Ross, I wanna make things look a bit better. What can I do to help myself as a content creator?"
Okay, first, my real response would be: give up on this journey. You can pursue a better hobby and be happier in anything else but being in this industry. No, what I would suggest.
Wow.
And this is my.
And he's not lying.
I'm not lying. No,
that was one of those wind-ups. It's like, stand there for me. Spread your legs a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Smack.
No, it'll be always my always go-to piece of advice. If anyone wants to start this, is just set realistic expectations. You certainly aren't going to be popular overnight. This industry isn't based on, again, the equipment that you hold, the skill that you show in your games. 90% of what you do here is purely luck. You never know when a clip will go viral.
Oh. Why is he just... Wait, hang on.
I'm actually being the next,
Right,
which is a bit sad because
you're gonna have to say
I
all
feel like
that.
her take was phenomenal.
You're gonna have to say all that again because all the audio just stopped.
What do you mean?
It just
Huh?
stopped. It just
What?
stopped. While you were talking,
What do you just stopped?
when I went, oh, it just stopped.
What do you mean you just stopped?
The audio,
I gave you gold.
right? We're gonna have to.
I'm ready to go to bed.
We're gonna have to have some
Wow.
silver. Why are you standing?
I'm doing it from here now. Okay. My piece of advice.
Right.
I broke my arm.
Wow. Look what you've done, Quack. You've literally caused him to break equipment.
I can't believe you've done this. Are you genuine? Have I got to repeat all out chat?
Yeah,
Well, I
pretty
heard
much.
everything.
Yeah, you did, but I couldn't. OBS just, not OBS, but Discord just
Okay.
just muted.
Chat, can I get a 1 in chat if you're ready for my advice? God, this engagement farming business is just absolute.
I was
Just
going to
mess.
say, wow, Ross. You see that tumbleweed just just roll across because
God, say
no one
press
wants
1
to
in
engage with
chat.
you.
I haven't done that in ages. Press 1 in chat.
Give me 1. Guru with the 69. Nice.
Lady Doll with the genuine just sassness there, mate. Going to
Oh, That is what we need. Anyway, right. So my piece of advice would be to give up. Okay, that
Right,
was the joke I first initially
we got
made.
that bit.
We'll go,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we got that bit.
When you're creating content or looking to create content and entering this industry, set realistic expectations. You
Yes.
aren't going to be popular overnight. When you watch these big streamers, in my experience, it is majority luck. Everything that you do is majority luck. You can create the cleanest content for years, and you'll probably cap maybe a couple of thousand of views. And in an industry and age where it's completely around now short form content being the major avenue to getting more recognition, it's even harder to be successful in this industry because attention spans are so short. And that's what you got to do. If you're okay with where you stand in this sphere, you will get somewhere as long as you remain consistent and you set realistic goals. That's it.
Leon's getting a lot of good advice. Getting a lot of good advice.
Be a better creator than you, Quack, at this rate.
Yeah, right.
Not hard, really, so.
We're always free advice.
You just said that so casually. Then you didn't. I don't even think you broke broke concentration. Then
I didn't, but I broke my mic arm, so.
right, okie dokie. Right, first of all, even though I did acknowledge it, I would like to thank King Crazy for the raid. That was very beautiful of you. Thank you, you beautiful man. Mwah. Right, okie dokie. Yes, golf clap and everything. Okie dokie, gentlemen. Have we got anything else to add before we send this puppy home?
Yeah, good looks different for everybody. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. If someone tells you that it doesn't quite look right, it might not look right to them, but what's right for them is not maybe right for it might be right for somebody else. So don't worry about it.
Since everyone's giving advice, don't be afraid to try stuff. Like I said earlier, if it doesn't work, you can just put it back. None of us are in that privilege of a position where we will get chastised for it. Just don't be taking risks in terms of shouting out McDonald's and saying they suck. But minor things here and there, you never know. It might take you the next step up in your content creating journey. Not gonna lie, guys, this was insightful.
Can't wait to leave.
I was gonna say I don't know who's gonna be taking more advice from this. The viewers, Leon or Quack. I think Quack's literally just written down everything that's been said tonight. He's like, right, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that. We're gonna see him go live next time and then go completely revamp his whole content.
One of the best things about being the host of this show is I get to sit by some of the best content creators, at least in my circle, and people I would never normally interact with, and I get their true feelings and how they really think. And I just sit here and I'm just the sponge of just taking it all in, and just it's great. And then there's Ross.
And there's me. But yeah, my sign off is going to be
Wow.
if you guys ever want any help, my DMs are always open. I'm happy to make people sad if it means they start making cleaner content. Y'all just slip into my DMs.
Exactly. Right. Okie dokie. We're going to call this a day here, everyone. So,
Yeah.
We're gonna first of all, we're gonna thank Ross very much for taking the time of his very busy schedule to be with us.
Thank you very much, Ross.
What's on your thumb?
It's like it's from my microphone stand, the little inky boy.
Oh, it's a bit of grease from the way it moves.
I think so.
Lovely. Anyway,
Anyway.
Loft, we'll start with you. Can you look down the barrel of your camera and can you please give yourself a lovely promo of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and something else. Can't think of.
Sorry, Ross? Did you hear that? Did you hear that really cat audio then?
What's that?
It's like he was underwater or something.
You like
Wow.
jazz?
I'm not used to be first because normally we do the guests first, but because you don't make content, Ross, we can't really get you.
No,
give
do
you a
you
opportunity
know why Ross is going to go second? Because he's going to promo stream seed stuff, which means I don't have to. So,
Great, okay.
That's lazy.
so
That's
Loft,
lazy.
look down the barrel
Right,
of your
yes.
camera. What have you got going?
Right, let's go. Okay, guys, you know who I am. If you don't know who I am, my name is Gaming_Loft, or also known as Lofty. I'm here on both the Purple and the TikTok every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from Harvest 8 till whenever. Playing, of course, Monster Hunter for Monster Hunter Mondays, open lobbies on every other games, and a variety of games on a Thursday. And there's loads of games coming up that look amazing. We're going to be trying out.
And make sure, if you're not following Lofty, make sure you do, because I will say now, Lofty won't be with us for the next one, will you?
What? No, you put me back in the box, and like, as I said earlier, I mean, it's my turn to hoover the box out. So Atomic Moonchild gets to come out of the box. I have to stay in there and hoover it. It's not fair.
Did you just call Atomic?
I
Atomic
thought
Kitten?
Atomic Kitten, like the girl band.
Yeah, I did.
What? I
Judge me. Leave me alone.
I don't know
Leave me
why
alone.
that made me laugh so
Stop
much.
picking on me. Stop picking on me. Stop picking on me. Yeah, no.
Atomic
I mean,
Brilliant.
it's been fun. And I've enjoyed my time, and it is my time to give my chair up.
Yeah,
to, like,
because it's
Doug
been the
Moonchild.
past 3 donut tables.
Three donut tables. Yeah,
Three in a row. So yes, the tide is high. That's brought me eyes. That's brilliant. But yes, so Loft, thank you very much for being with us today, taking the time out of your busy schedule, coming back from rugby practice in your rugby gear and manly stuff. Anyway, we're gonna do Ross last because, like I said, he's gonna promo the Stream Eat Seed stuff, so it's easier for me. I'm Quackma Panda. He's been dying to do that, like that.
All day.
Oh, dude, your camera went cack again.
Oh,
You did that movement. Your camera go cack.
Don't.
No, you're good. Just don't move. I'm Quackma Panda. I'm a variety streamer on Twitchy thing. You all know I am by now. Actually, I've done every donut table this year so far, which is really good for me. So yeah, make sure you follow me. If not, it's all cool. I'm not gonna call you out on it. No, I'm not like some of these people. I know what my stuff looks good, mainly because he tells me. Ross, look down the barrel. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
This is why I started doing looking down the barrel. If you're like, fuck me, Jesus Christ.
Because I don't know why I do this, but I mean, I should turn up the ISO, but I won't.
Yeah, right, Ross. Tell us what you're doing, and what else you're doing.
So, I'm no one important. I'm not going to be in this industry for much longer. I feel like my time is up to larger things in this industry. But I'm TSU. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for StreamSeed. We are going to be doing so much throughout this year. Currently already booked in the schedule is Cardiff Creator Meetups. That is going to be happening at the end of March the 30th, Mother's Day. We might be taking an impromptu visit to Manchester Meetups. That is happening on the 18th of April. That is on the Good Friday, which I don't have to book annual leave, equally a bonus. We have been invited to attend just to view it, so we will see if a couple of the StreamSeed lads want to attend and see what's up. We do have 2 other events not confirmed, but are in the diary. One for October and one in September. Not confirmed in the capacity that we're going in, but we do want to be doing a lot more work through StreamSeed, again, with these entities. So keep your eye on StreamSeed socials, because that's going to be coming up very, very soon. And thank you for tuning in. Another donut success table, and I'll see you guys in 6 months for the next one. Yeah.
When we're desperate for a guest. There we go.
Yeah, I'll cut in. You know, whatever.
Right. Okie dokie. Everyone in the chat, again, I do apologize for acknowledging you, but there's so many people chatting away. I can't keep up with you. So it's just not to ignore you, but it's easier to let you lot do you, and then every now and again I'll just pick out things. But everyone, thank you very much for being here. I've acknowledged all of your comments in my head. Again, thank you, King Crazy, for the raid. Gentlemen, this is the part of the stream where we both wave for a longer period than normal, because I want to make sure it's actually in the stream. Because I don't want to cut Lofty off where he's like, you know, looking.
I end up randomly looking and then becoming the StreamSeed content.
Yes.
And it's like, what? I'll give you $10 to tell us what you think Lofty's looking at.
Yes. Right. So, guys, this is where we wave now. So, everyone, thank you very much. We will be back in 2 weeks' time for the donut table. But, of course, Donut Bite over on Spotify will be on next week with me. Me and Lofty will be talking about what is basically talking about this. So, until then, everyone, we will.
We're going to talk about Ross. We're going to talk about Ross as well.
We could talk about Ross all we want.
Because he's not. Literally, can you imagine it? He's going to get the edit from it, and all you're going to hear is us moaning about Ross and you going, "Oh, I'm sick of him giving me constructive criticism. My content's not that bad. I'm sick of him. And Ross is like, "Yeah, I'm sick of you now."
Cut.
Y'all get ready for a 14-second podcast next week.
Anyway, right, everyone, guys, got a wave now. So, everyone, we will be seeing you. Got the right thing. And we'll be seeing you in 2 weeks' time. So, bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.
And I gotta wait now. we got to keep waving until